It may seem like I'm always talking about weevils, weevils, weevils. Yes, weevils are a menace to Nigerian food crops because we don't use a lot of pesticides when planting our crops. We don't use a lot of pesticides when storing them after harvest. So these weevils, once they find their way into your beans, rice, corn, millet, they will just finish it and leave maybe the skin for you if you're lucky. If not, they will turn everything into dust, rendering them useless. So any method that will destroy these weevils that I know of, I will gladly share. Okay, there are two ways to do this. First, you need the beans that you want to store. You see one weevil there? Yeah. You see the beans you want to store, and for the first method, you just need a container with a cover. You pour the beans in there, cover it, close tight, and put in your freezer. And you don't need to do any other thing. It will stay there for as long as possible. The weevils that are already in the beans will all die off once they get cold in the freezer. The second method is to put the beans in this jerry can, gallon or container. Then put some pepper in it, dry cayenne pepper. Then cover the can very well. Close it tight. I usually put this plastic bag before I cover it. I'll show you how to do that. You also need a funnel so that you will be able to easily pour the beans into here, because this one has a small opening. If you don't have a funnel, you can make a funnel with a piece of paper like this. And then you need a jug like this to pour it inside. You add the pepper at intervals. And continue adding the beans. Shake it, shake it. You repeat the same process till the jerry can is filled up. Then you use this plastic bag, cover it, and then close tight. Keep this container anywhere in your kitchen and nothing will happen to it. What happens is that the pepper will suffocate them. You know, pepper is hot, they can't breathe in there. And because this is closed tight, there's nowhere for fresh air to enter in there to keep the weevils alive. So that's all you need to do. For this one, you don't need a freezer. But for this one, you need a freezer. You don't need pepper because the cold temperatures in the freezer are enough to destroy those weevils. But for this one, if you don't have a freezer, or if you don't have electricity 24/7, so that your freezer is not working all the time, then you need to try this method. You can use bigger jerry cans. I mean, in Nigeria, beans come in very big sacks, so in that case you're going to need several 25-liter jerry cans. Then you need more pepper. I mean, if I'm trying to store 10 cups of beans, I would add 1 cup of pepper in there, if not more. Yes, that's the ratio I will go with, so that place will be so hot and uncomfortable for the weevils, enough for them to suffocate and die. So that's how you store the beans. When you want to cook the beans, bring out the quantity you need, pick out the pepper, and cook your beans normally. You can see that all the weevils that were already in the beans before I stored it are all dead. Yes, this is so effective. Once you follow the rules, you follow the proportion of beans to pepper, these beans will be here for years and nothing more will happen, except, you know, the ones that the weevils have already eaten. That's it. It puts an end to the weevil attack. So I am officially a weevil slayer, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Bye bye.